Wanderers, welcome to the Wondering Dutchmen podcast, brought to you by K&J Insurance.
As we end 2024, our buddy Kyler Henry with K&J Insurance of Petersburg wants us to remind our avid listeners that insurance needs change year to year. When was the last time you heard from your insurance agent? If it's been a while, maybe it's time for a change. Kyler and the gang at K&J Insurance want to craft personalized insurance portfolios for you. Whether it's for personal insurance needs or your business, Kyler has you covered. Kyler also works in Medicare and life insurance needs. Don't roll over into 2025 with uncertainty about your insurance. Reach out to Kyler with K&J Insurance today.
The Wondering Dutchmen podcast.
Where none of us are Dutch, but we all live in Holland, Indiana. Join us where we talk about what we all wonder about. This is the Wondering Dutchmen podcast coming to you from Smoker's Lounge.
Yeah. The Wondering Dutchmen. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Wondering Dutchmen podcast, brought to you by K&J Insurance. We are coming to you from Smoker's Lounge. I'm joined here at the table by our good buddy, wearing the pistachio-colored shirt with the moustache, everybody's favorite City of Huntingburg employee, 5-year veteran of the department, by way of Holland, Indiana, Zachary David Masner.
Hey, guys.
Sitting over there, looked like you just got done cutting down a tree. Down a tree. Freaking speak English, you jackass. Let's start that one from the top. Joining us at the table, sitting there in a little bit of the plaid flannel like he just got done cutting down a tree, wearing the rose-colored glasses and the turquoise turtle. He opened that beautiful bottle of Walmart wine at the bottom shelf where there's dust, which no telling how long it's been there, drinking that sweet fruit berry wine. It's our buddy by way of Richmond, Indiana, David Allen Smoker.
Hello.
And I am Esquire, and we're here back in the lounge. When you're listening to this, it is the Friday after Thanksgiving. Black Friday shopping.
Black Friday.
Any of you guys ever Black Friday shoppers?
No.
Yep. Living in Brazil, Jen and I went to Best Buy on a Black Friday about 9 o'clock at night.
Did you get in fight with a black woman over a PS2?
Nope. We bought a washer and dryer and a surround sound DVD all in one thing. We went for the washer and dryer.
Your washer and dryer had a surround sound system to it?
Nope. But we
Holy
were out
shit.
and I bought one while I was there. We still got the dryer.
Mine has its own Wi-Fi.
Your washer and dryer?
Yeah.
Oh, you're living high on the hog
That's
ground.
right.
I don't know if
Real
I don't know if
rich.
Wi-Fi was real popular when we bought the washer
Pretty
and dryer.
rich.
Wi-Fi was very popular. David's very popular.
Now,
Yeah.
not way back.
So
in
you went Thanksgiving night at 9 p.m.
Black Friday night.
Well, hell, all the deals are gone by then.
Nope, they honored them, even though they were none in the store because we were rolling on a washer and dryer from circa 1987, and we went out for the Black Friday deals that night, and they didn't have any there, but they showed us the floor model and said, well, we can still honor it if you're still interested, but you're going to have to wait for it to get shipped into the store.
Do we think Black Friday shopping's as big a thing as it used to be?
Not since the
God,
internet.
no.
Thanks,
Well,
Jeff
there ain't been
Bezos.
no Tickle Me Elmos.
Whoa.
Or Furbies.
Furbies were a big
Whoa.
one.
You buy a lot of Tickle Me Elmos back in the day?
People died for those, didn't they?
Where's your windowless van parked at? You use leftover Halloween candy or what?
Oh, boy.
Well, there's no leftover Halloween candy. We just get new candy.
Yeah. Dummy.
They prefer it that way.
Tickle Me Elmo. What a
Isn't that
wild
what it was called?
deal. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a spell. Never been. I've never been Black Friday shopping.
Do you think yo-yos are still popular?
Yeah. If you
That's
like
a
pocket protectors and nerds.
What about? I remember buying a Jack
I
in the
totally
Box
did
for
not
Wyatt.
think you were going to say pocket protector.
Get your mind out of the gutter, boy. So yeah, Black Friday shopping. Hopefully everybody had a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You spent it with the ones you loved. Enjoyed it. Hopefully,
Best way to
Something
nurse
be-
a hangover from Wednesday is Turkey Day on Thursday.
Yep. Oh boy. That's awkward. Yeah,
That's the craziest thing I've
hey,
ever
you can
heard.
turn
in
it
my
off.
life.
Hey, let's do a little fun exercise.
Oh, I don't know about exercises being
Well,
fun.
it's more of a spoken exercise.
Oh,
What is one thing you are thankful for, David Allen Smoker?
healthy kids and a healthy family for sure, 100%.
Big fella, what about you?
Yeah. Probably the
I think
same.
we're going to
thing.
lose some weight here in a minute.
Well, I didn't. Hopefully, that this podcast attendant doesn't put them all in at one time. Maybe just one or two.
Going to spend some time in the sauna in this
the sauna.
artificial.
Yeah.
One thing that I'm grateful for is definitely, that same thing: health, prosperity, food on the table, roof over their heads, our heads. My parents, her parents, grandparents, her grandparents, but just too blessed to be stressed, brother.
Hell yeah.
Hey, podcast guy in the lounge there, I would like to have a beverage or two if you don't mind while you're in there.
Took all the wood.
Yeah, you did.
There you go.
Yeah. What about you, Casey? What are you thankful for?
Definitely thankful for the family. Thank you, sir. Thankful for the family, the health, safety, wellness of the family. Thankful for you guys.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thankful for the podcast. Thankful for the sponsors that make this happen.
An ice cold Bush Light. This should be like a Bud Bush Light commercial.
Yeah, it's true.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy
Cheers,
Thanksgiving.
buddy. Cheers.
Hey, right there.
Cheers.
Cheers.
There it is. Hey.
So
Cheers
that's
out
what-
there. Hey.
Mm.
Oh, listen to that slurpage.
I know, I did. I got a little heavy on it.
Good.
But so that's good. Anything we're looking forward to this weekend post Thanksgiving holiday? Anything on the schedule? Sports wise, should be kind of clear, right?
Yeah.
Nothing going on.
I'm coming off a call, so that'll be great.
So when do you officially come off call?
Friday after Thanksgiving?
No. Black Friday at 7 a.m.
That's the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Friday after
There
Thanksgiving.
we go.
I'll be damned.
So you're probably going to have a nice little Friday then.
So are you saying we should have a blackout Friday night?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Sure.
You got plenty of fresh split firewood stacked up between the pines.
I think is the weather supposed to be nice next week? Or
No,
Doesn't even matter.
yeah, that's true.
it's supposed to be code.
The perfect
Just-
weather for a
just
fire.
fine. It's just
Yeah.
fine.
Which is fine.
Great. It's awesome.
It is good.
Yeah.
That'll be exciting.
That makes us more thankful for a fire and a roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you going for Thanksgiving? Or where did you go and people listen?
In future, present, past time, we went to the in-laws. Father-in-law knocked it out of the park like he always does.
Gary?
Turkey, gravy. Oh, yeah. We got the whole
Is he still having
shebang.
flashbacks from the MFL Foundation Youth Golf Tournament? Has he had an issue when it comes to the golf course? Because I would. Felt so bad for him.
Tough.
He's good.
Jenna wasn't happy about it. She told me about it.
Gary wasn't happy about it.
Oh boy, looks like Black Friday night is a low of 24.
God, that's a
perfect.
Smoker. Well, I don't know. That's smoker's lounge weather. 24 if there's any wind at all. You want to be inside the wall.
Yeah, but down there in that hill, he's
we need
kinda
to get
protected.
his CGI fireplace put in. Sounds like we're getting close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You get some parts.
I mean, where I live now, the wind just blows constantly.
Yeah.
It
It
Yeah, hard to
blows
get out of
there.
it out of it up there.
on the hill,
No.
it's tough. Do you
I
have
feel
that
you.
like with your guys' house where we get it all the time?
Out in the open, buddy.
Yeah. Trees can't
Why
grow
it's so
fast
hard
enough.
to keep a pool cover on through the winter here? Somebody thought it was a good idea to build it on it. That was me.
Heaven forbid.
I was like, how
Heaven
cool is
forbid
this?
we
We're
get
gonna-
any paracord and cinder blocks like I've been telling you 655
I've
times.
got $700 in Harbor Freight magnets, and that some bitch ain't going.
$700. You spent $700 in magnets at
You
Harbor.
know- and you know how
they're
many-
about $5 a piece, and I probably bought 40 of them.
And you know how many you get for 700? A truckload.
How has Harbor Freight got any
And
big
we're
Black
still
Friday
over there
deals
fishing
going
that
on?
sumbitch out of Dutch
No, they
gutters.
got a UTV 5500 synthetic rope winch for sale that I've been eyeballing
Eyeballing?
for the old buggy, just in case I ever get somewhere that's
Little Harry.
Little hairy. But I don't know. We went on that one ride, and I was like, well, god dang.
Yeah, Doug's ass got wet in the back seat.
It's like, we ain't stuck here. I guess we ain't going to be.
That's good.
That one ditch made me more nervous than anything because it seemed shorter than my buggy is long.
You got a
And I'm
lot
like-
to learn, boy.
I was like, son of a
He's
bitch.
green behind the ears.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's good. He's got a mentor to
Give
kind
him-
of take
yeah.
him around the
Give him some
neighborhood.
time. He'll
Yeah,
figure it
it'll
out.
all work out. Anything else? Anything else
Nope.
pressing?
Getting ready to rip and tear, buddy. That's
I know
right.
we've been at this long.
Yeah,
28
it started.
seconds.
I forgot. I forgot.
Yeah, no, I'm just like I said, just getting ready to rip and tear. Hopefully, kill a deer.
Oh.
By the time this comes out, hopefully, it would have killed a deer. I'm tired of eating other people's meat.
Oh, that
But,
didn't sound awkward at all.
Yeah,
You like eating other people's meat?
Yeah.
Big guy?
No, he doesn't. He just does it because that's the only option he has.
that's
okay.
right. That's right. It's the only thing I
Fella's
got.
just trying to feed his family.
Keeping
Oh,
that
gotta-
caterpillar
gotta do it.
woolly worm over your lip busy.
got to do it.
I had a
Gobble, gobble.
chance. Had a chance last week in the old tree stand.
Yeah, and you didn't take it because you said that you didn't know how far away it was.
Yeah, I didn't want to make a
You're
mistake.
hunting with a 270.
I'm not. Here's the thing.
Shoot the son of a bitch, Casey.
I haven't done a lot of hunting.
Yeah.
Recently. Picking it back up.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I want to be certain.
How many times did you fire that rifle privy to hunting season starts?
Corey said it's all ready to go.
Yeah. How many times did you shoot that rifle?
0.
Exactly.
Wouldn't matter how close or far. it was.
Listen, I realistically go out
Matter
there.
that motherfucker was on the other side of the room.
I go out there to take a nap, watch TV, and relax.
Do you wear earbuds in the tree?
What do you mean earbuds?
Do
To
you wear
listen to the
headphones to watch your TV?
Oh no, I just watch it on silent because I got to be able to hear what's going on in the woods.
Now, when you watch shows on silent, do you find yourself making up your own commentary in different voices for the different people talking?
No, the only
Me neither.
I don't watch TikTok on silent anymore. After you guys criticized me strongly.
I just feel like Bob Menery. You know what I mean? Like, oh, right in the balls. You know what I mean? Like just something crazy like that. You know, watching the football game on TV.
There we go.
Listening to Joe Buck's dumbass.
Yeah, it's tough sometimes.
God.
Well, that little warm up was brought to you by our buddy Logan Clark and Lights by Logan.
Hell
Which,
yeah.
by the way,
C9's
looks
multicolor.
great, buddy.
Phenomenal job.
Looks great.
Gonna be the talk of the neighborhood.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Christmas is next month. But everyone knows you don't wait until the last minute to put Christmas lights up or get the holiday decorations in the yard. That is where Lights by Logan comes in. He takes care of all of it, putting up, taking down, and you get to just enjoy the creation. Time slots are booking up fast for the upcoming holiday season, so don't wait. Be the envy on your block. Be the Clark Griswold of the neighborhood. Whatever you do, don't wait to call Logan. He's getting busy, and like Santa, won't slow down until December 26th.
All right, Big Mace. I'm interested to see where you go with this little wonder you got.
All right. So, as of late, I have been called out numerous times for
Spelling.
why.
Yeah,
The second word of your topic.
is that supposed to be etiquette?
Huh?
Edict.
Urinal edict?
What do you mean?
Is it etiquette? Because you're not even close. You're not even in the ballpark.
Etiquette. How do you spell it?
ETIQUETTE. Etiquette.
When I did talk to text,
Hey, talk to text. I need a topic about urinal etiquette.
no, when I push talk to text for the word etiquette, that's what came up.
That's an edict.
What's an edict?
Like a
Why don't you eat my dick?
like a
How about that?
declaratory
How about
statement.
that, bitch?
Like a rule. It's
What
got
do
a
you think you
rule.
did with her? Edict her.
Edict.
Anyway,
So you're sticking your dick in urinals.
yeah. Well, yes.
Okay.
What a wild time.
Be
So
alive.
in our
Fruit berry wine.
in my place of employment, there's 3 urinals
Okay.
and 2 stalls.
But only one of those stalls.
You're not a middle urinaler, are you?
Yes.
Jesus.
Now listen. Now
You're about to send Dave over the edge.
this is not why I'm a middle urinal user, though.
Oh, the middle one is the widest.
No.
The privacy thing.
Nope. So you got 2 talls and a short.
I hate using a short.
I do too, and that's what I'm saying. So let me just paint you a picture.
Go ahead, Picasso.
You're pissing in the far right one. The other tall is in the middle, and the short is on the left.
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking in to take a piss.
Yep.
You're already standing in the far right tall.
Yep. I turn around and walk out.
You're still there peeing.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I'm going to approach to pee.
If I'm you, I turn around and walk out until it's
Yeah, that's
all
the
clear.
stupidest thing I've ever heard because you are a anxious weirdo. I don't care because I have to pee, and we don't have time to
Ain't
walk
got time.
out because we got to go.
because you got to get 2 inches of wiener out of
So
3
you're
inches of car.
so you're standing there pissing in the far right.
Yep.
The middle tall is open and the short is open.
Yep.
I walk straight to the middle.
You grab
and
Dave's
then
ass.
I
second,
say
but there's-
something like,
There's
"Easy, cock gazer."
there's a wall though. There's a wall like there's the half walls.
So
Yeah,
it's like,
I mean, I
those
could-
are at all of them.
I could peek over
You wouldn't see me.
and hey, that's a pretty healthy cock on you there, brother. But the guy that was today was like, dude, this is literally like the 3rd time that you've pissed in the middle instead of going on the other one. And I looked at it and I'm like, what does it matter where I stand here and take a piss? Like, why are you so critical on where I'm taking a
Eyes on your own paper, pal.
Yeah, like, what does it matter? I'm standing here taking a piss. And he goes, well, why didn't you go on the other one? I said, because it's a short one. So,
No, I don't think. Is this a skinny fella?
yeah.
I bet skinny fellas don't know the trouble of pissing in a short one as a fat fella.
So exactly my point.
I don't have the visibility.
Exactly my point. When I go to piss in that urinal,
It's a game of faith,
I'm an over a top guy.
and I'm a through the hole guy.
So I'm an over the top guy. So I come out over the top,
Yeah.
and it's like a perch.
Yep. So it's going to be more straight out than straight down.
Yeah. And then like I usually just go no hander, lander.
No, that's weird.
Because
that's where he might have a gripe.
I throw my elbows up. Or I'll just stand here with my hands on my sides and piss. And I said,
I'm a little teapot.
if I did that in that short one,
Short and stout.
I would piss all over that handle.
All over it.
And not even any of it would go in the porcelain. So that's why I'll say I'm not pissing in the short one. Like I just don't.
Now,
I just don't.
when I was down in Tampa, as we spoke for work a few weeks ago. Now, by the time this comes out, and it was a 2-holer, so I didn't feel awkward going to the other one because it wasn't like there was a third option that I could have gone to put some space between.
Basic math.
But I just couldn't even get comfortable to let it go because I wasn't 100% sure where it was going to end up.
I struggle with that as well.
So then I got performance anxiety
Yes.
because I didn't want to like piss on the wall.
This is
But you come through instead of over, and I mean, there's all sorts of things that could happen that could change the trajectory.
No, my penis is not long enough to go through the hole, like without some real.
But it can go over the
Stretch.
top.
Yeah.
so
you're pulling it up and
on
over.
Friday morning.
You're
just gonna
pulling it
be
up and
thrilled.
over.
Well, I
You
bring my
gotta-
balls with it.
Yeah, but you're still bringing all of it up and over. So you're not bringing it up and over. You're bringing your drawers down and under.
Basically.
Okay.
So then
this
it's
is
like
a
a
completely
pool
different
cube.
thing than up and over.
So it'd be like a pool cue.
This
Yeah.
analysis.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
I
wild.
can get
Look, we're
down
really
and
blowing
Hey,
some minds here.
I just drop them all the way down to my freaking.
Now, I've been known to do that too. There's photographic evidence of me doing that
Right
as
out
well.
here in my driveway with all the kids swimming in the pool.
Well, I was facing the other way now. I wasn't showing everybody my penis.
He pulled a Mike Tyson. We saw
yeah.
the cheeks.
Yeah, without the jock.
Oh gosh.
Now, I did also hear another gentleman that was peeing in the bathroom. That now he went in there with nobody else.
Yeah.
It was just he was the first in the door,
And went in the middle.
and he went in the middle.
Weirdo.
Okay,
That's tough.
now I don't think it matters.
It does matter.
How? Why does it matter?
Because there's 3 spots, and if you're going to walk in there and take the middle one, here's the deal. The law of probability.
The
Pardon me.
law of probability.
That's the one.
That upper lip's
So
getting
if
pretty
I-
heavy.
If I go in there and there's 3 empty stalls and I take the middle, chances are somebody's going to come in and have to come in around me. Now, maybe we got 6 or 7 and it's not a problem, but it's like you're just hoping some dude comes in and gets his pecker out next to you.
I guess I just don't look at it that way.
I do.
I mean, everybody's in there for one common goal
Yeah.
to relieve.
Unless you're in the middle by yourself, then you're a cock gazer.
We got some commentary from the Peanut
That's
Gallery.
that's solid.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
sound
pretty
reasoning.
good. But I don't piss left or right. I read left or right.
Well, he's saying urinal choice left to right.
Yeah, but
'Cause
I know. But see, I'm a right to left guy.
The little guy.
I would think I would be a right to left guy too.
I'm actually
As you approach a bathroom, I feel like.
I'm whatever
Well-
is in the solid corner
No.
and not the. So you got one that's normally a wall
Now, are
corner
you-
and one that's a corner by a stall. And I hate being next to the stall because you get a waft of some. When you guys
Yeah.
smell somebody's business,
Yeah.
the worst thing is when you can
Taste
identify it as something
oh, yeah.
Taste it.
like, oh man, that smells like
Man, you just shit on my shoe.
McChickens. Like if you can identify it as anything, whether it's right or not,
Now,
it makes me want to barf.
And another
you guys
thing,
ever
too-
gag when you're at the urinal because
No.
you smell something from the toilet?
maybe my own self.
Oh man, I've been in
Like
there
after a
and
good, hot,
I'm
sweaty
like,
concrete
oh God,
day.
that smells like
Deer guts.
no, like something random, like
Brussels sprouts.
fresh tennis balls. And then you're like,
Ketchup.
and then
Man,
you
it
tell
smells
the
like
burp.
Burger King in here.
It's
Uh,
terrible.
I think
Now,
you guys
there's
are
a
doing
guy.
lot of
There's a
analysis.
weird guy. There's a guy that we
Do you
work
not
with.
analyze
that
while
has-
you're in the shitter?
Walk in, I pee, and I get out.
This guy's got
Oh.
a weird wiping style where he takes his like a one leg will shoot way out underneath the stall wall.
He's a kickstand guy.
Yes, like his leg will be clear out here like this, just wiping his ass. And like if you're in that first urinal, there's a chance you could get kicked.
No, but you
by
know,
this guy
because
taking
you
a
say
shit.
weird, but he's wiping. Now, see, I don't know if we've ever dove into this since
And we're not ready for
the
it.
lost episode.
We're not ready
one.
for it.
All right.
We're not ready for it because I've got probably one of the most peculiar wiping styles in the world. That's probably going to take like a visual reference. And
And I
tonight's
think
not the
that's
night.
why you're thinking this guy's kickstand thing's a weird thing because of your normal.
Oh, it's far from normal, pal. Yeah, if you had to do things the way I do, you would really revisit
'cause-
your life choices.
And that's what I'm saying. I think you're viewing this guy as you're using your wiping style with a kickstand, which makes no sense.
Yeah, none.
But if you're a little feller,
He's got to be a back to front guy, though.
no,
No,
He's
a
a
front, to back. He's a front to back guy.
yeah, which is I think the normal, like this, probably the most common. Maybe
Tomato,
not
tomato,
normal.
tomato, tomato.
I
As
bet
long as
it's-
it gets clean.
yeah.
Yeah.
There
I
you
don't
go.
know. I don't see the real big thing. I don't see the real like if there were no dividers in this bathroom and it was just a wall of urinals, I would kind of get concerned if there's 55 open ones and this dude came and pissed right next to me. That
That's-
would be weird.
Okay.
That would be weird. But since there are dividers and there's only 2 talls and a short, I'm not pissing in that short one if there's
No.
a tall one available.
But you go to the wall.
huh?
But the
you go
guy's
to
already
the
at the
wall.
wall.
I
in
mean,
this example.
I still don't see that. I
Now,
don't-
where do you stand? Like you go to the titty bar, and then the titty bar always has this where it's just like a trough, no walls, just shove in how you can.
I don't know.
Tri-State
That's pretty. If
Speedway.
you're going to stand next to me while I try to piss with a slow roaster, that's you're
Now, see,
You're
for
treading-
whatever
you're
reason, it's
treading in,
because the divider makes the difference. Like if there's a divider, like there's an etiquette that has to be followed. But if it's just like everybody's pissing in the circle,
yeah. But if you got a half chub and you got to really go,
well, I don't know if you can do that. Can you?
Yeah, you can.
with a halfer.
Half or not a fuller.
Yeah, if you're
If you're ready to get down with the misses,
if you're wall to wall and treetop tall, that
Now-
son of a bitch is coming
Now,
out
see,
like
I don't
a
know that I'd
power
get that.
washer.
I guess I don't get that into the titty bar.
Oh, we're not talking. Oh,
Depends on
I
what
was
kind
exactly
of titty bar.
talking about a titty bar.
Depends on
you
what
were
kind
still
of
on the
bar.
titty bar, or you were talking about just like in general, like you
No,
had to
he
pee?
said the titty bar in a trough.
yes.
And if you
And
go
then you
in,
guys are talking about having a half chub in the bathroom. I mean, goddamn.
Sometimes if you got to pee, like
yeah, like you don't ever have a piss boner or none of that.
First thing in the morning.
yeah,
Never
For-
like noon or in military time, like 1800.
Whatever, man.
Is that late? Is 1800 late?
Or 1800?
1800's 10. That's 10. That's 10.
That's probably just when they're getting started. That's when the rookies are out there.
Yeah.
But it's a people watching.
I mean,
thing, not
whatever,
a
man. I
boner
mean,
grabbing.
you're.
I mean, I guess
your dick works different than
folks
mine.
for different strokes or whatever.
I thought like when you were going into this etiquette topic, you were going to talk about like,
I thought
people
I thought there
talking to
was
you,
something new,
like
like
while you're at the
vaporizer.
urinal.
Hey, did you get a new pair of shoes?
yeah, or like some guy kind of does like a big spread with his feet when he comes in and crosses like the border of where
I get
your feet
weirded
should
out.
stay.
So
No,
we talk
there's
about
this asshole at work, and he's going to listen to this. And it's just happened today. It was the end of the day. I went into the bathroom, and it was the one with extra. There's one that has like 4 stalls, and the rest of them have 1 or 2. And I went into the busy one because I'm on my way out of the building, and I hear on the door, and I'm like, occupied. And then he walks in and goes, weirdo, it's a multi-user or something. And I'm like, God damn it. And I should have known it was him. But he watches for this. He watches for people to go in
so he can knock on the door.
just to be a weirdo.
That's kind of wild.
Yeah, that is weird.
No, I just don't really see the. I don't know. You got to pee. You got to pee. You get in. You get out. Who cares? Put too much thought to it.
I will walk in and leave. If it's a 3-holer for urinals with one short and one person's in there, I will leave and find a different
All right, so
restroom.
I'll get down to the busy end. There's some chicken shit little punk kid that's starting to work with us now.
Yeah.
And I was in there pissing in the far right one against
Yeah.
the stall wall.
Yeah.
That left one tall and a short.
Yeah.
And then there was a guy washing his hands because the trough sink's right behind us.
Yeah.
And this kid's over here surfing his phone while I'm taking a piss.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy washing his hands is like, "What are you doing, dude? Like, you got to piss? Go ahead. There's 2 stalls. There's 2 urinals. I'm good." He goes, "No way. I'm not pissing next to that guy. He'll probably try to look at my dick or something." And I was like, "Boy, if I want to see your dick, I'll see your dick." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Want to see your?
yeah, if I'll get a look at it. You know, I won't take a look at it. I will. But yeah, I don't know. Just kids are pussies these days. You know, like you get in. You ain't never been to Tri-State Speedway where there was like a 16-mile long
Never
trough,
been
and
there.
you've ever seen the biggest,
I
scariest
get
penises you've ever
performance
seen.
anxiety. If there's people around
No,
and
I
I'm
couldn't do it.
sober, I can't.
Try being the kid that has to go into the urinal and go to pee, and then can't, and then has to go back and wait in line for the stall.
Oh no!
No,
See,
that's
I won't
awkward.
pee in a stall.
That's an awkward look.
That's tough. Yeah.
Now, when you guys shit in a stall,
Mm-hmm.
do you piss while you're there, or do you do your business and then go to the urinal afterwards?
Oh,
and piss when
Oh,
you're
we're
done?
moving
That's the
on.
dumbest thing
You're
I've ever
moving on. So,
Hey,
anyways,
Yeah.
I don't like to piss sitting down.
Not all pee-pee times are poo-poo times, but all poo-poo times are pee-pee times.
This probably labels me something because I feel like I only piss standing up. You know what I mean?
I can't right now.
This is wild.
We've talked about this. For
You've had
15
2
minutes
glasses of
today.
wine.
Well, 2 big glasses. That probably equates to 4.
Moving on. Here we go.
Scooter riders are fearless.
Hell yeah.
I
they are.
agree.
Scooter riders are absolute fearless.
I agree.
There's a feller that's been making the trek
Or
from the
drunk.
Eckerty T down like west into Birdseye, and the other day he had
Oh, boy.
some poor old boy from Cave Quarries climbing that big hill out of the junction there. Wouldn't get over enough for the rock truck to pass him, and that poor rock truck was fully loaded going up the hill. And I thought, that guy sitting in the rock truck is pulling how many ever ton, and he could
About 26, yeah.
he could squish him like a bug.
Oh, yeah.
But I've seen there's been some pretty brazen ones lately where they're just, used to they'd be on the other side of the white line or kind of be close to hugging it, just thinking they're just out for a Sunday drive. And they, for some reason, they've become pretty fearless recently.
45 mile an hour is a pretty good clip when you're on the highway in the dark.
Oh yeah.
You saw one going with that?
Yeah. Scooters,
When?
they run 45 mile an hour in the dark.
Oh.
They run 45 mile an hour in the daylight.
Yeah.
But the ones that go down the Wits bottoms and they don't ride on the shoulders,
Or just enough over that it's not enough
Yeah.
over for you to pass, but
No.
enough that everybody behind you thinks you
Stupid.
should pass.
stupid. Sorry. They
Now
got
hold
to
on.
go to work.
Yeah.
They got to get to where they got to get.
The only reason I'm bringing this up is now hold on, because I felt like, didn't you once block traffic from the Wits Bottoms all the way back to?
Yeah, but that was totally a prank, and I did it in a vehicle. I did it on purpose. Yeah, I didn't do it because I was a dipshit on a scooter. You know what I mean? Hey, and I'm not shooting fire. Not that those are not shots fired.
Yeah, we're
towards
shooting blanks. Just
the majority of scooter riders, but some of the scooter riders are. I would add on to the fearless and say dumb because T's and P's and RIPs, but there's a lot of scooter riders that are no longer with us because of their
now.
Propensity to get ran over.
Ineffective scooter riding skills.
Remember when Earl King was selling them with the trikes?
Yeah.
Like a scooter
I
with
think
the trike set up?
Batteries now still sells them.
Yeah, but they got like racing slicks
There's
on
a
the
Hispanic feller in Huntingburg that's got a crooked foot that rides one.
I think both of them are crooked, aren't they?
No, just one.
Just
and
one?
That was definitely a on-the-job accident out there at Far Best Foods.
How'd that happen?
Oh, I don't know, but it pert near cut his leg off.
How did you know that?
Because I know a feller that knows the feller.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well,
his-
it just
and I have full confidence. I'm pretty sure he doesn't listen to him, but he's got one of the most peculiar names for a Hispanic gentleman.
Particular?
Oh, Crooked Foot.
oh no,
I love him.
You can't do that.
I just did. You can edit that out if you want, but
I think
I
it
figured
stays.
for the situation, this is the perfect time
well
for it.
because
That sumbitch is a straight 90 inside.
yeah, that's tough. There we go. No, let it roll.
It's a great deal.
Oh, we're in the trust tree.
So when we lived on 5th Street, when we lived on 508 East 5th Street's where we used to live, and directly behind our house was a storage unit, like a storage complex. It is hotter than 2 mice in a wool sock in here right now. Boy, this is going to be a banger. But there was like a whole ass scooter gang that used to kick it down there at that storage unit. And they would have, they had like a couch and they had like, because there's no electricity.
like a scooter gang clubhouse.
It was totally that. And then like they all listened to, like they were like juggalos.
oh,
They all
sweet.
big ICP guys. And then what's that?
They drink Fagos.
What's the Calvin? What's the hatchet? No, the Calvin was the pissing on
Yeah, but the ICP guy was the guy with the hat.
the hatchet.
hatchet and the wild hair.
There was like a word for it. It was like it wasn't a
Jenna, what was that called?
the dude with the hatchet.
guy with the hatchet.
Jenna
was a
big
juggalette.
juggalette. But anyway, so
She knows, she's just thinking.
they all hung out down there and listened to ICP and other sorts of white people hate rap, and they had like a generator and shit. And then they would, dude, there was like 10 or so kids down there with scooters all the time, just kicking it. You know what I mean? Now those kids, I'm sure they were hella fearless on their scooters.
No, I remember back in the day, I had, he probably doesn't listen either. Went to school with a kid named Arms, and he
the
had
hatchet man is what they call him.
Okay.
he had a Raz.
Pretty
and that
original.
thing, if you laid into it, would pull the front wheel.
Well,
bigger.
Justine
But-
had a Elite, a Honda Elite.
Yeah, that might have been.
It was the bigger one. So the Spree. So the Spree was like a something cc. It was a smaller one.
Yeah.
And then like the biggest one that you could have without having to have a license.
For like a 500.
No, it was a 49 cc.
No, that's now.
Well, it was then as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So a 49 cc would only run like 30 or 40 mile an hour. So anything over that, you had to have license and insurance and all that jazz. But I never did have a moped. Like I really, really wanted one
Me too.
because the trek from Holland to Huntingburg, like once we consolidated in 6th grade, I made a lot of new friends
Yeah.
up there and stuff like that, you know, other than the ones that I played baseball with and stuff like that. But luckily I spent the weekends or during the summers, I would spend up in Huntingburg
Wild Bill.
between Wild Bills and then down at Standale when we were working and really learning the inner workings of life.
Yeah.
And then I would go up and hang out in Huntingburg so I could kick it with my buddies. And I had a bike up there. I usually had a bike at each place, but had I had a scooter,
Yeah.
that would have been
Hell
wild.
yeah.
That would have been
Well,
wild.
it's just I'm on the road a lot. I see them a lot.
And they're here.
Some guys are very respectful,
Yeah.
and then there's others that they think they own the road.
Now,
And that-
if I lived in a more urban area, I most certainly think I would have either an e-bike or some sort of
You'd be a scoot guy for sure.
moped or something. Oh boy. Yeah.
I was actually going to ask and felt like maybe I should. This is perfect.
Wow. This is getting really bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't wait till our doctors see this.
Yeah. Hey, good news is it is time for a quick pause for the cause, brought to you by our buddy Chops and the fellas at Velpen Disposal.
Velpen Disposal is proud to sponsor this Pause for the Cause, which do that right now. Push pause. Look around your house, your garage, your barn, or wherever it is you've squirreled away stuff you won't use. Velpen Disposal wants to remind you that before you add new stuff from Christmas, now is the time to clean out old stuff. Fall cleanup days are here, and don't wait. Velpen Disposal has plenty of roll-off dumpster options for you.
All right, Brother Dave. What you got?
God, I can't wait for this.
So
Good thing we got this.
the middle
before this
boy
first
had the middle boy had basketball until I got here, which sounds dumb, but I didn't have a lot of extra time. I nearly brought out the thick tinfoil, the Reynolds.
the good shit.
But here's the deal, boys.
Mm-hmm.
There's been lots going on with these congressional hearings. And there's been more and more admission to things that have been happening. And less smoke and mirrors, it seems. And recently we found out that apparently we've been thinking the aliens are coming from up above.
Okay.
But it sounds like here recent, we got the aliens living in our oceans.
Oh yeah, no doubt that's where they come from.
Now, and I can't say they live there for sure, but they've said, they being government,
They live in
Representatives.
Mariana's trench.
the church, the trench,
The
whichever.
trench.
Challenger Deep.
And I don't know why this.
deep, don't you? Big fella?
I have a theory.
You gonna let
Is
Dave
about
get his
mermaids?
rest of the
No,
thought
no,
out?
that's pretty much all of it. I'm just
aliens
getting in-
living in the sea.
aliens all together, but I think it's real weird. There's either no aliens and there's something real going on that they don't want us to see, like Putin and nuclear bombs, and then trying to lax that up, and we may get who knows what, and then Ukraine. So maybe they just don't want us paying
Insane
attention
in
to
the
that.
Ukraine.
But I think that I'm a strong believer in the aliens.
Dave, you've always been a pro alien guy.
I don't know if I'm pro alien, but I believe in it.
You ever heard of the Nephilim?
Yes. And okay, so we need to back this up. Do you guys remember? I don't know if I talked
Do
about
you
this on the show,
remember?
but I had a very
think I
influential
know.
person in my life back before 2007 show up out of nowhere in 2023. We had a real quick, hey, how are you? And then we went right into the Nephilim, the Anunnaki.
The Anunnaki. Yeah.
Either way. And everything that was fixing to be coming up real soon.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to take it. It was a lot of information to take in. I was given some
Were
literature to look into.
Oh,
You ever
boy.
heard of the Book of Enoch?
Yeah. And I've been looking into this literature here and there.
Do you know what the Book of Enoch is?
I'm clueless on this shit. I've told you guys. If
I know,
there's
that's
aliens, great. It's not going to bother my day to day till it does.
Yeah, it will.
And
It's bothering your day to day now, Bubba.
Mhm.
And the problem is I thought, oh, maybe sometimes you just fall off the deep end. Is what I thought.
Sometimes
you're
you
a
just-
influential.
But what
person.
is going on in the
Bofa.
news?
Bofa?
What's going on in the news and the ocean people is right in line with the stuff I was like that I was told to, hey, look into this. I know it sounds crazy, but look into this, and we are right there. Like
So the Nephilim.
chapters, and we got lizard people. I mean, I'm telling you
So
guys,
the Nephilim date back
big fellers.
to the Bible.
Okay.
It's mentioned in the Bible in Genesis, Numbers, and possibly the book of Ezekiel. And it stands for the giants or the fallen ones. So
Big fellows.
the people that are referencing the fallen ones would mean fallen into the ocean or at the bottom of the ocean. And there was some new, I guess it was like Air Force
And Navy
footage of it was a crowded, like populated beach. Like there was people swimming and all kinds of shit. And there was like, you know how like down in Panama City Beach or wherever the
and the
Air Force base that's real close to Panama, when they fly those
Pensacola.
when they buzz the beaches,
the towers.
they do those
Pensacola.
training missions and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Well, this was similar to that, and basically like a ball of light just shoots out of the ocean right next to it, and they had to like ultra slow it down to catch it. And now that was brought up in a congressional hearing.
And the thing is, though, is that it seems to be, they say that everybody thinks that it is being at least remotely operated by a sentient being of somewhat, because it is able to, what's the word I'm looking for? Not foresee, but, when you assume something's going to happen based on, Dre, you got to get your big ass out of
If
here.
he steps on that power strip, it's going to kill the whole show.
Yeah, I know. That's why I got him out of here. Go on, Dre. Go on now. Sorry, folks at home. We've got
We'll edit that part out. You
Yeah.
don't have
Oh,
to
yeah,
explain
that's
that,
true.
boy.
But at any rate, it seems like
The magic of editing.
power of
Yeah.
editing. Anticipate is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Not tell the future, but anticipate what the.
I
other
think the
craft-
craziest thing that they talked about in that hearing was Bob Lazar in the Blue Book.
Bojangles.
Bob Lazar in the Blue Book, that whole Netflix documentary and all that shit. The one guy that worked for the Navy, that was a scientist and stuff like that, said the human body can withstand up to like 8 Gs or 9 Gs.
Yep.
The F-18 Phantom, their flight structure could withstand up to about 18 to 19 Gs before the airplane would just like disintegrate, basically, like just blow apart, like the plane would just break into pieces.
Yeah.
And according to the video of these 3 different beings that were flying in formation around this F-18 Phantom, when it like basically just
Change direction.
hyper teleported the other way, they said it was moving in upwards of like 100,000 Gs. And there's just no humanly way possible that could have happened. And I mean, that's
We
coming
don't
from
even have the math to do that.
that's coming from like some pretty high ranking officials in the Navy and all this shit. So I think a lot of people just kind of like, yeah, whatever, like basically skeptics, like you, brother man. But I think the wild thing is this is definitely more on a professional and serious level, like in the United States government. This is more mention of extraterrestrial beings and craft in literally like in a governmental professional setting than there ever has been.
Now, when you get into
And I
it,
just think it's wild. I mean, it definitely has potential to change the course of history. And I think that's the thing that I think that's.
but when you
probably-
get into it, I'm going to butcher the name here. I say Pleiadian. That may not be right, but that's this whole ass deal that we're talking about here. You read through this thing that I was given a year or two ago, and it gets into how apparently forever this has been a thing. Okay, and we've been being watched, waiting for humanity to get to a point in time where we can mentally accept the fact that we're not alone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but they will not thrust themselves upon us. They got to wait until they're invited. Like, you read through this shit. Now, maybe I'm connecting dots that aren't there, and that could probably drive a fella nuts. I can see that happen. It could be real freaking wild. But then you look back and you think, okay, ocean people, that's weird. But you got the city of Atlantis. You got daggone the Bermuda Triangle.
Mhm.
Mermaids.
Yeah.
Now, think if
There's
this
all
was-
sorts of references
think if,
in the
yeah,
past.
this was 1,200 years ago, and you're just some sailor on a boat that ain't hardly seen a wheel yet, and you got some big-titted gal out there
With a
singing
tail.
to you in the ocean with a tail.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, man, we got to figure out how there's a fish lady. Ain't a fish lady. That's a damned alien
Yeah.
that built the pyramids.
Yeah.
Up in here.
It's
Getting wild.
It's a wild deal, and I've been following it forever. So there's a new documentary.
The
that
Northern Lights.
There's
in Southwest Indiana.
There's a new documentary that just dropped on Netflix with oh shit, I just had it. George
Morgan Freeman.
Not George Nord. George Nord works up here at the Underberg Country Club.
Old George.
But anyway, there's Coast to Coast AM. Shout out to my buddy George Norrie. I've been listening to that shit for years, but it's coming, boys, and I think that it'll open some eyes, I believe.
Now, if you were down in the swamp on vacation,
Mm-hmm.
kids are in bed, crab hunting's over, you're having a highball, reflecting on the day, and an alien squalls up out of the ocean. Doesn't say a word. It's just standing there 3 feet away. What's the first thing you say?
I'd shit down my leg.
What would the first thing you say be?
Put her there, brother. I don't know. What'd you say? You'd go screaming in the house.
I like put her there, brother. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Put her there, brother.
I don't know.
I don't know what I'd say either.
Documentation for why you're on this beach.
Hey, man, you got some shit hanging off your head.
Why'd you come to this swamp?
Why
Didn't
is
you
that?
know, like
Did you
Panama
got
City's
seaweed in
nicer?
your face?
Yeah. Hey, it is time for the Merkley and Sons sponsored segment, Brado's Three Big Things. Let's hear from our friends at Merkley and Sons. Don't look at the calendar now, but we are in November. That means when the fourth Thursday of the month rolls around, we are giving thanks for friends, family, Bradley and John Boy, Merkley and Sons, and us, the Wondering Dutchmen podcast. Well, maybe not us, but definitely friends, family, Bradley and John Boy, and of course, Merkley and Sons, the ultimate destination for meat enthusiasts. Don't wait to start planning your Thanksgiving meal. Yeah, turkey may be the tradition, but that doesn't mean you can't stop and see the fellas at the shop before the big day. Heck, maybe instead of dried turkey, you sink your teeth into a medium rare ribeye cooked to perfection on Thanksgiving Day. All right, here we go from our buddy Brado. Housing cost in most U.S. cities. Buying a home now requires a six-figure salary. A new report found that you need to earn $108,000 to afford a new single-family home and pay property taxes and insurance costs, nearly double the household income needed in 2019. Whoa, I'm no financial expert, but this just seems off, I guess. Well, with rising interest rates and inflation, that's probably not that crazy to think.
$108,000 for a household?
A new report that you found you need to earn $108,000 to afford a new single-family home. It doesn't say whether it's household or not.
I believe that. So that's about $54,000 a contributor for a brand new home. So if you're buying one on the previously lived-in home, yeah, that's probably getting down towards just above the poverty level for each family, and I think that's probably right.
There was one of the brain teasers this week was what are 50% of Americans no longer believe in this, and the one guy said the American dream of homeownership, like that was a guess. And boys, it's pretty tough plowing out there anymore.
The thing is I think that's an easy thing to jump to, because it is expensive to own a home. But if you rent, you're paying for it either way.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
just paying for it
You're
a little
just
bit at a time.
Pissing down your leg.
Well, I know what my mortgage payment is, and we don't have like a giant estate of any sort, but we
sure.
got a nice little spot on the hill. What I find out from some people, like what they pay rent for like a
it's insane.
3 or 4 bedroom house,
It's insane.
or even like an apartment.
That's what I mean.
And you're
Right.
like, for an extra couple $100, you can have this.
Sometimes for
Well,
a
you
couple
could
$100 less,
when the
you can
interest
have
rates
this.
were what we
Yeah.
have when we have our interest rate. Yeah, I'd say if I was in a tough spot and I needed to buy a house right now, I'd probably rent for a little. I've rented for a little while, just splitting a spot with a couple buddies. But like if I was gonna be like a first time home buyer now, I don't know. I might wait a little bit. You know what I
I'd
mean?
buy a
Before
camper and stay at KOAs with a washer and dryer facility.
that'd be nice. Yeah,
That's a pretty good
a lot
plan.
of lizards in the whole works.
Yeah. CMA Awards
the 58th annual CMA Awards aired this. Well, when you listen to this, a week ago Wednesday, last night in real time. The ceremony will feature performances by Post Malone, Chris Stapleton, Kelsey Ballerini, Noah Kahan,
Noah Khan. Yeah.
Noah Khan, Dierks Bentley, Jelly Roll, Teddy Swims, and many others. Country music legend George Strait will be honored with the Willie Nelson Lifetime Achievement Award. This headline got me thinking. I know the Dutchmen are big music fans, but are there any mainstream, meaning like on the radio, artists that the Dutchmen are fans of?
Yeah, I like Jelly Roll, and I like Chris Stapleton. And I think, like we were saying, I like Post Malone pre-country music, though.
Yeah. So you got Lainey Wilson in her fine catalog. And you got her out there. She's on the radio. Jelly Roll, Post Malone, you got all these folks. But the thing is, I don't like their radio catalog as much as I like their back catalog.
Oh, yeah. I'll agree with that.
Cody Johnson wasn't on his list, but I
Yeah.
like what Cody Johnson's got.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I know. It's tough. Like,
Well, I
most
don't
of the
listen to
shit
the
we- I know,
radio
yeah,
much
say
anymore.
most of our stuff we don't.
I mean, it's a lot of podcasts living in that realm, but yeah, Cody Johnson, Jelly Roll's not bad. Chris Stapleton,
I like Teddy Swims.
but I wouldn't say Teddy Swims is country.
You know, I heard
Country
him for the
music is
first
in a
time at
crisis
Bourbon
right
and
now.
Beer.
It is. You're right.
Country music's in a crisis right now because Beyonce can put out a fake album and be like, "I'm country," and nobody in the country music world's like, "Oh yeah, you are Beyonce,
Disagree.
cool."
It's
Do you think
peop-
Beyonce's country?
No. Country music's not in a crisis. People that listen to country music are in a crisis, and they don't know what to label it as. Country music's always been country music, and it will always be country music, and that's all it's ever going to be. But now you've got all these other things that country music listeners are being attracted to, which is fine because I'm one of them. But that all of a sudden labels it as country music, and it's not.
I just felt the sweat on the back of my knees, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" I don't know if I'm trying to think. There's a couple other ones that I really like. Well, like
Uncle Cracker.
I'm not too proud to admit it, but I like Morgan Whalen. Like I like some
like
of his
I'll
stuff.
agree. I'll agree with him. As,
know.
as basic white girl as that makes us sound, I like him.
I might have a pumpkin spice latte after this, but
Ugh, I don't know. That gives me bellyache.
oh, you little tum tum, get a little upset.
Now, what about Taylor Swift? She don't sing country no more.
Well, they don't play her on country music radio
Yeah.
stations.
Right.
Now,
But
is
her
that,
music
is
now
that
is-
Miley Cyrus still on the radio?
Yeah,
That
but
Miley
she's
Cyrus.
really far away from country music now.
Oh, I thought we were just talking about mainstream music. You're just talking about mainstream country.
it
she's
says.
trashy. I kind of do.
Well, no, it does. It does say mainstream. It doesn't say anything about country. So yeah, there's a lot of mainstream artists that I listen to that are not direct. Definitely like straight up country. I like Taylor Swift.
Eminem, he's on the radio still. He just had a new album. I
Yeah.
like that one.
I like Taylor Swift.
Mm,
I'm not a fan of Taylor Swift.
really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I like her. I just like her
Back in my day,
beats. of her
20, 25 years ago, we called them posers.
Mm.
I feel like
There's
she's
a lot
one
of those. That's like the Sheboygan guy. Like
See,
that song,
I've heard the name, and I don't know.
the song's
I hear
good. Like, the song's
Sheboygan and
entertaining.
think rap music. But
Well,
I think he's maybe a country music.
The song is entertaining. It's a fun listen, but it's not country music. Like that's the part that I don't.
Now, and I'd like to say, I get into I believe they call it hick hop. The country rap stuff. I'm a big fan.
Oh no!
There it is. You're done.
Oh gosh!
Fruit bear wine.
I tell you the problem. This coaster I had here was
Glug glug.
Yep.
right out of-
Beyonce,
right out of
Madonna.
tolerance.
Madonna
Michael
looks
Jackson.
rough.
Yeah.
Lunchables removed. Lunchables have been removed from the National School Lunch Program.
They were on
months
it.
Good
after
riddance.
Consumer Reports said sodium levels in the meal kits were too high.
Good riddance.
I don't know. This just seemed wrong.
Good riddance.
You not a Lunchables guy?
Nah.
I didn't know they were.
No,
on the
but you
school
can't
lunch
tell me
program.
them chicken tendies were low in sodium.
No.
Probably not. Or them at Salisbury Steak.
Rectangle ass pizzas, dude. Man, I wish I could. If I could go down to the Holland gas station and get some rectangle ass pizzas, you know what I'm talking about? Like the school pizzas.
Yeah, you could probably go to Gordon Food Service.
Yeah, they got them
love
at GFS.
You can buy them from Cisco too, probably.
Wabash.
Easy to find. We can find them.
I've not been looking hard enough. I get it.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Brado, thanks, buddy. We appreciate it. And it's time for us to take one more lap around the table before Dave dumps out another swig of that sweet fruit berry wine. Our last pass is brought to you by Dubois County Tire and Supply.
As we get into the colder winter months, it's time to start thinking about the tread on your tires. That is where our friends at Dubois County Tire and Supply come in. They proudly sell Mastercraft tires for your automobile. And let me just say, Esquire's got a set on the old Polar Bear, and they are great. It's not only Mastercraft tires at Dubois County Tire and Supply, but they do alignments, suspension work, oil changes, coolant system flushes, transmission services, battery checks, and fuel system cleanups. Get your vehicle running right before you are stranded out in the cold.
Go ahead, Dave. What's your final thoughts, big fella?
Well, here's the deal. We're getting into Thanksgiving season. We're getting into new president's season. We're getting into, nuclear wars across the oceans, and we're getting into aliens in the oceans. So I think the only thing that we can take from this is to keep your people close.
Mm-hmm.
No matter who your people are, we all got people. You got to keep them close.
Amen. Shoot.
Head to the local shooting match, probably.
Yikes. Okay, so for me, final thought would be
It's not even midnight.
hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you had a successful deer season. Think of the things that you are thankful for. And you know what? Merry Christmas. Because
Yeah,
we're going
hell
to
yeah.
say Merry Christmas.
Now, we'll say Happy Hanukkah.
And we'll say,
I'll give you a Happy Hanukkah.
and we'll say Merry Christmas.
I'll even give you a good Kwanzaa, but I'm not going to not say Merry Christmas.
Amen.
Amen.
Merry Christmas.
Big thank you to K&J Insurance, Lights by Logan, Velpen Disposal, Merkley and Sons of Dubois County Tire and Supply. We appreciate your support. Always grateful for you. Hopefully everybody had a safe and happy Thanksgiving holiday. I am very blessed to be by just two machines. It is amazing. Every time
to be stressed.
Every time we get together, it's always the highlight of the week, and world-class air digger, aren't you? So, but we appreciate everybody's support, and just Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday. Probably while you listen to this, I'm decorating the house for Christmas time.
That baby.
I'm sorry, Logan. I do it on my own.
I don't.
It's therapeutic. God, let's get the hell out of
Oh,
here.
yeah, brother. It's hotter than shit.
Dutchman out.